Okay, so we're getting close to the point now where SoCal Approach is going to release us. So we'll keep the GPS open where we can clearly see it to stay outside the Charlie airspace here and Bravo airspace here while we descend. I'm going to descend, I think, down to 3,500. And then head directly towards Santa Monica. So before we do that, let's start our heading hold up to our current heading.
November 8875 Echo, exiting Class Bravo airspace to the north. Remain outside the Class Bravo airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Squawk VFR, check radio frequency change approved, 75 Echo. Alright, so let's go VFR. We're going to remain outside the Bravo now. We'll go in heading hold. Just make sure that we're well clear of that airspace before we start our descent. And with that done, with us now in heading hold, we'll actually switch the radio frequencies over to Santa Monica. You can see that we are 7.5 miles out from Santa Monica. And the radial that we're going to want when we take the mini route is 128, so we'll dial that in now. Again, it's a analog dial, so it's hard to be accurate, but that looks about right. And there we are now, very much clear. So with that done, let's reduce power. We'll come off the autopilot. We'll start our descent. We'll go down to 3,500 feet. Admire the beautiful scenery. Keep it fairly gentle for the passengers in the back. Keeping the GPS open just so I got a clear view of it and that obstructs the beautiful landscape here. So there we are at 4,500. So we are beneath the shelf now. Whoops, a little bit violent on that descent. Let's trim it out. Santa Monica Tower, Cessna Centurion 8875 Echo is 11 miles northwest at 3,500. Request a mini route to the southeast.
Centurion 8875 Echo, Santa Monica Tower. Altimeter 2993, squawk 6650.
6600, was that 75 Echo?
Centurion 75 Echo, squawk 6650.
6650, 75 Echo.
Maintain VFR 2500, join the mini route southbound. Remain clear of Los Angeles Bravo airspace until advised by LA Tower.
Maintain 2500 and don't enter the Bravo airspace until advised. 75 Echo. So just trying to bring the aircraft down now to 2500. I'm trying to get direct into Santa Monica now. Adjust our heading hold. we get into, we're actually on the radio, we're actually on the 128 radio, look at that. Perfect. So our next frequency is going to be LA Tower on 119.8, so let's go ahead and set that up while we have a chance. Like so. And we'll let them know when we're overhead at 2500. Could actually go up a little bit from here. Very tense now, because it's going to be some fairly quick radio calls to get the clearance onto the mini route. You can see that we're approaching, that line is the line of no passing. Tense. It's going to be a question of whether they contact me first or I contact them. They didn't tell me to contact them, but I'm going to. Santa Monica Tower, 75 Echo is overhead at 2500.
Turn 75 Echo contacts LA Tower 119.8, good.
Over to LA Tower 119.8, 75 Echo, thank you. Los Angeles Tower, Centurion 8875 Echo, 10 miles northwest at 2500. Request a mini route to the southeast landing Torrance.
Centurion 8875 Echo, LA Tower cleared through the Los Angeles Bravo airspace, maintain VFR 2500. The LA altimeter 29903, squawk ident.
Maintain 2500, cleared through the airspace and squawking ident.
Centurion 75 Echo, radar contact. Report overhead.
We'll report overhead, 75 Echo. Alright, so let's change the range down here. We'll report overhead LAX. Sorry, I changed the volume there because he was getting a little bit hard to understand. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit better. Whoa. That's probably about as much as I can take and still hear him. So once we cross LAX, we're probably going to get handed off to Hawthorne Tower. We need to tell them where we are and what we want to do. They'll then hand us off to Torrance.
Alternating for Las Vegas, close to the radar on flight 1 for you, sir.
Yeah, I can't understand it. Let's turn the volume down again. Very quiet Cessna now. LA Tower, Centurion 75 Echo is overhead, 2500.
Centurion 75 Echo, you might want to check that. I still show you north of the field.
Ah, okay, sorry about that, 75 Echo.
Centurion 75 Echo, yeah, you report overhead the tower, so pretty much right in between both the runways.
Apologies. Oops, we failed. LA Tower, Centurion 75 Echo is overhead, 2500 now.
Centurion 8875 Echo, leaving the LA Bravo airspace. Radar service terminated, squawk 1200, contact Hawthorne Tower, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, squawk via VFR and contact Hawthorne. Thank you very much, 75 Echo. Alright, so VFR, we need to find Hawthorne Tower, which is on 121.1. So there's 121.1. Hawthorne Tower, Centurion 8875 Echo is just exiting the mini route at 2500 to land at Torrance, please.
Centurion 8875 Echo, Hawthorne Tower. Transition approved, altimeter 2993, contact Torrance Tower, good day.
Over to Torrance Tower, good day, 75 Echo. Alright, now Torrance Tower is a little bit trickier. We need to bring up the maps here and find them. And they are there. So tower is 124.0. So we'll just dial this down. That air traffic controller was a little bit scary. I feel nervous. 124.0. 15-mile maps. We're about 10 miles and we are northwest. Torrance Tower, Centurion 8875 Echo is about 10 miles northwest of the airport to land.
Centurion 8875 Echo, verify you're on, still on Hawthorne.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I've switched now. It's 75 Echo. I just failed again! Torrance Tower, Centurion 8875 Echo is at 2500, about 10 miles northwest of the airport to land.
Centurion 8875 Echo, Torrance Tower, 128.010, visibility 10, view clouds 25,000, temperature T2, 2.17, altimeter 2993, enter right downwind runway 29 right, report midfield.
Enter right downwind runway 29 or right, report midfield, 75 Echo. Okay. So let's turn the autopilot off now. Let's set my magic little trick in here at 29, which is going to be about there. And we failed, we failed, we failed. So let's turn to the airport. We'll get downwind. We'll report midfield. We'll start descending now.
Las Vegas clearance cleared to the Burbank Airport, Coach 5 departure, Hector transition that is filed. Climb via SID, departure 125.02, squawk 6511.
Given that the focus is on proper radio management and I screwed up my radio management, I would not be surprised if I failed this. But it was a fun trip and we get to try it again.
XL 294, read back correct.
Which is annoying because I practiced this earlier and I had it spot on. In fact, the only issue I had earlier was I accidentally changed the transponder at the wrong time to VFR. And I got called out on that. And yeah, that was a problem. But other than that, I did alright. This time, screwing up frequencies and everything. Oh, Froogle. Torrance Tower, Centurion 75 Echo is midfield, downwind, runway 29 right.
XL 45, squawk 7037.
This guy's being a pain. This guy's being a pain.
XL 45, read back correct. Number 758 Echo, runway 29 right, clear to land, wind 280 at 11.
Clear to land, 29 right, 75 Echo, thank you. Alright, landing lights on, fuel pumps on, let's get the flaps down, props full, a bit more power in here now. Can we turn yet? Maybe. Do need to trim this out after putting the flaps in. So we'll turn so our heading bug is at 3 o'clock. That puts us on base. Which is about there. We need to keep ascending now. We're actually climbing, we're a little bit too high. Not a big deal, it's a Cessna. Remove some power. A lot of power. Let's see if we can stick the landing at least. Don't really want to land short. And we're down. Wow. Wow, now I'm a ball of nerves. Let's bring those flaps up now. Look for the exit that's coming up, which I think is Charlie on the left. Talk to the ever-efficient controller here at Torrance, who already doesn't like us. There's our exit. Remember the ground friction issue in this aircraft, don't slow too much. We're under 20 knots. Let's just clear the runway. And we will make the call. Torrance Tower, Centurion 75 Echo is clear left of 29 right at Charlie.
Torrance 75 Echo, taxi to parking via Charlie, good day. Pass on the V3.
Oh, thank you very much. And taxi to parking via Charlie, thank you so much. We passed! Whoa! I don't see how. Honestly, I think they're being friendly. I think they're just being very friendly because it's Froogle. But that's crazy cool. We passed the V3, which means the next set of crazy exams to sit on PilotEdge are the I ratings. Now the I ratings are the instrument ratings. This is the stuff that's going to lead us into doing instrument approaches, instrument departures, instrument navigation, and ultimately flying bigger, faster, scarier beasts. My dream is actually to bring the Majestic Dash 8 in here. Or even, if I'm very, very brave, even the FlyJSim 737. Haha, that would be cool. Anyway, let's go up here and park before he notices us doing anything else wrong, and then we'll lock off.
So 45, Las Vegas ground, good evening, runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie.
That'll do it. Alright guys, thank you for watching. As always, my name is Froogle. If you've not checked them out already, do check out the forums at forums.fruglesim.com. Let me know in the comment section below if you too think I should have failed this, as I do. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.